All right, let me see. I'm back. Okay, let me check this out. Let's see. Okay, so I think I can. All right, so I guess I can change it. All right, hold on. All right, there we go. All right, cool. See if I can change that back. All right, cool. All right, cool, cool. All right, we back. We back. All right, so yeah. All right, so let me do this. I'm gonna switch the camera. To show y'all the inside of the conference. And hold on, where did I go? Y'all can tell I'm getting old trying to work all of this stuff. All right, bam, there we go. All right, all right. I apologize. Uh oh. Okay, I apologize for the background noise. I don't know if the mic is picking up a whole bunch of noise, but y'all let me know if it's too loud. All right, let me know if it's too loud. All right. Got a lot of books and resources here. It's nothing more deliberate than soul alignment with the spirit. So yeah, every night we'll say random stuff. This is only like half of the people. These are my two right here.
Do so.
That's courage. He goes to our church.
Behold our God who has held the oceans in his hands.
Oh, he says you're clearing good, but the extra sound's a little bit in and out. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that the microphone is only it's trying to catch as much as it can. And so it's a lot, a lot of great resources right here. So just kind of let you guys know that some of those super chats go to some of these resources. And this guy right here, I think he is the pastor of this church, and he sets it all up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for orchestrating this.
What's your name?
My name is Alton.
Alton?
Yes, sir.
Where are you from?
I live in Dallas, Georgia,
Okay.
and I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale. So yeah, this is our second year here. So now,
That's great.
yeah. So actually, I'm streaming live from YouTube. So just kind of show people the conference because it's just been so edifying. So so just say hi to the people. It's only a few people watching. Yeah, yeah. It is. It is. It is. Yeah. It's yeah. I love it too. Yeah. Thank you for putting this together. It's really edifying, and we actually see quite a few more people here this year than what we did last year. So I'm like, it's growing. It's growing.
It's young families.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, and that's what I was noticing, that there's a lot more young families nowadays, which is like really needed because I look at some churches and the young presence is really really starting to diminish.
Yeah.
But to see so many young families interested in coming together and
So
worshiping the Lord.
did you go over to the Ark and see those slides and everything? Did you go over there today?
Where?
Well, there's this place set up just so kids could run around. They had a bounce house and stuff.
Okay.
It was in a park, and so you've got this big slide.
Okay.
There's a long line of kids, and they're all this tall.
Oh, really?
Okay, and who are those kids? They are the kids of the kids that grew up at this conference.
Oh, wow.
And now they grew up. That's why hear child raising messages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to help them kind of calibrate for raising children.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's so edifying. Even my young one earlier, she was like, "Well, are we gonna come out? Are we coming out next year?" And I'm like, "It's only Friday, so yeah." And she's already planning for next year.
Right.
So yeah, and even last year when we came out, she was like, "Are we coming back next year?" I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna come back."
That's great.
So
Tell me about your family.
Well, actually, those two girls standing right there.
Yeah.
Those are my two daughters right there.
You want to look this way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are my two daughters right there. The one with the clear backpack and the one sitting next to her. That's my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my two daughters. Well, there she is right there. That's
that one right there.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the little one, the boy.
Yeah.
He goes to our church as well.
What's your church?
It's called Frontline Community out of Springs. Yeah. So I'm one of the elders there. So yeah, I do teaching. And we rotate every Sunday with teaching. So I think mine is coming up soon. So my teaching's coming up. So,
Good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, man, we really appreciate it. I mean, like I know Bobby McCreary. He's connected with our church.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby, and then we also have Brother Paul Abbott and Max Graves over there. I'm connected with those guys. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's fine.
yeah. I've even met. There was one lady. I visited a church in Alabama because I was working, and I said, man, since I'm here for the weekend, I need to try to find a church to go to on Sunday instead of just sitting in the hotel room. So I found this little small Baptist church in Alabama, and I ended up running into one of the members, out here.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty neat.
it is. It is. So you're bringing people together, and this is a blessing. This is a blessing. Yeah. I don't want to hold you up, but I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you. Good meeting you
Yeah,
too.
let's keep in touch. Be
Yes,
great.
sir. Yes, sir. We'll do. So yeah, man, it's pretty edifying. And like I said, I can't remember the guy's name, and I apologize. I apologize that I can't remember. I've been I've been saying his name all night, but this is his church, and he he orchestrated this whole Church of Family Life conference. And like I said, it's really edifying. It's really edifying, and hopefully some of you guys will be able to come out as well. Hopefully, maybe next year. They have it this time every year in April, North Carolina, in the Asheville area. And what's so crazy was that we was riding through some of the downtown areas in the Asheville area, and that flood happened, and there was a heck of a lot of damage that was done. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe take some pictures or some video before I leave. But like that, man, it was some of those buildings they haven't even been rebuilt. We rode by a Moe's, like Moe's, what they sell like the tacos and all of that stuff. But anyway, you can the whole place is just demolished. You can see where all of the kitchen equipment is just all thrown around. Half of the roof is hanging and all of that. Grace and peace, Jacob said. Grace and peace. And then there was like like those really big shipping containers. We saw one of those that was kind of like off in the distance, and it was bent up, like the Incredible Hulk came and just punched the side of it, and I'm like, you really don't know the magnitude of some damage until you actually see it with your own eyes. So, but this church here, it wasn't affected because I think that it sits a little higher, so they didn't really suffer too much damage. They probably suffered a little bit of damage, but not too much. Yeah, grace and peace, grace and peace. He says, "Oh, brother, got legs, got legs. What? Trying to figure out what that means, bro. Grace and peace, Sister Sheila. Grace and peace. Yeah, I'm just doing like a little impromptu chat, live. I would just say, but yeah, at the Church and Family Life Conference. All right, Church and Family Life Conference. Jake says, yes, big promises were made, but those folks have been left to it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, it is it's definitely a really great conference. Sheila says, what's going on? This is a conference that the church he says because I'm sitting. No, I'm actually standing up. You know what I'm saying? Standing up. But no, this is a conference, Sister Sheila, family conference that we have every year up here in Asheville, North Carolina. So you should come up here one day. Yeah, you in Atlanta just like me. It's only like a 3-hour drive. Grace and peace, Sister Edie. Grace and peace. So yeah, man, they got a lot of Oh yeah. Let me get back to the resources to kind of show y'all what resources they have. Like I said, some of these things are what some of your support goes to when it comes to the channel. You know what I'm saying? So Sister Sheila, so that money that you be giving, and this little one right here, huh? Yeah, I'm live. That's my daughter. But yeah, look at all these resources that they got. Now this here is what I want to get right here. Oh, sorry. No, it's okay. Reform systematic theology. I don't know. I think I might get this. One of these. Like for instance, Revelation of God, Man in Christ, Church and Last Things. He says, is it local for you, Alton, or is it like all can come? I mean, everybody can come. Anybody who wants to, you can come. Um, this is in Asheville, North Carolina, but I live in the metro Atlanta area, so this is about a 4.5 hour drive for me. So we drove up yesterday. He says, is this end times? He says, is this an end times teaching conference or just to get together for Protestants? No, well, what they teach on is family, how to raise your family biblically. So it's strictly focused on the family. It's not anything about, whether you're reformed or non-reformed or Protestant, non-Protestant or anything like that. If you do, oh, so Sheila says she got this book. Um, so yeah, it's not, now of course, if you're a non-Protestant, you might not, you might not feel too comfortable because they're gonna be talking about that Martin Luther Calvinist Zwingli. So they're gonna mention Martin Luther Calvinist Zwingli. So you just gotta be you gotta be on the lookout for that. But yeah, anybody can show up. This is not one of those things to where um, you have to be of a certain church or you have to be of a certain denomination. You can come out and get some great messages. And like I said, man, it really it's really edifying because they don't they don't focus so much on trying to indoctrinate anyone on what a person should believe or which way they should lean. It's just focused so much on the family. That's what all of the messages are centered around. How to raise your children in basically a godless nation. And I mean they some of the stuff that I've heard has kind of convicted me to where I'm like, man, I got to do better. I really got to do better. As a father, as a parent who is raising children, and one of the messages that was said today with one of the speakers, he says that the how did he put it? Um, Basically, he was saying that we have to make sure that we're raising Christian children. We got to make sure that we're raising them right because the responsibility of upholding the kingdom of God is going to be in their hands. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that's powerful because a lot of times we don't really think about that. We're just like, well, let's just take our kids to church, let's try to catechize them a little bit, and make sure that they got the foundation. But I mean, just to have a different perspective on, like, wait, hold on, like, this is the future. Like they're gonna have to take this gospel out, and they're gonna have to they're gonna have children one day, and they're gonna have to raise their children in the admonition of the Lord, and they're gonna have to go out and preach the gospel like us. And so we're like, so it's just like, well, what are we really doing to make sure that we're really equipping them with that? Pastor Malone says, this is really cool, Al. So we'll be praying that things go well and travel safe. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, too. I want y'all to continue to pray for me because, I mean, I grew up secular. I was raised in a secular household. We didn't have, it wasn't like Christ centered. My parents just, once I got a certain age, they were just like, hey, just kind of figure it out for yourself. But so it's like there's a lot of things that I'm still learning, and a former secular person trying to figure it out and then raise godly children. Sometimes it can be challenging because sometimes I don't want to end up being that parent, and they touched on this tonight as well. But I don't want to be that parent that's just drilling this into my kid's head to where they grow up and then they it just turns them off to where they say, well, I don't want to have anything to do with the faith. I don't want to have anything to do with Christianity or anything like that because my parents are so strict. They didn't let us do this. They didn't let us do that. So just trying to find that balance. And then coming from a secular household to where I don't want to be too relaxed on stuff either. To where I'm just like, well, yeah, certain things we watched and certain things we took part in, it didn't really affect us. And look how I turned out. But, this is a totally different generation. So, and the prayer is always what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Grace and Peace Big Nate says, now you're a strong man of God. I was saying, listen, I'm trying to get stronger than what I am. I do realize that I do have a lot of flaws and, and I do have a lot of things that I still got to work on. But, and listen, man, I'm not going to lie. A lot of you guys' prayers, the ones who really pray for me, it do help. It really do help. Because sometimes it do get hard, man. Sometimes it gets hard. I won't say hard. I would say challenging. Sometimes this walk is challenging because you want to make sure that you're making the right decisions. You want to make sure that the decisions that you're making are. You want to make sure that the decisions that you are making are the correct ones. You know what I'm saying? So, but but when I'm out and I'm at conferences like this, it really becomes really edifying. That's why, man, to be honest, I would love to see some of you guys just pop up one year. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, for me and my family, it's a family of four. It was $500. You know what I'm saying, for all four of us. So it's not like some of these other conferences where you're paying like $300-400 a person. It was $499 for the whole family. Like, I'm trying to go to that G3, but that G3 talking about $299 a head, and I'm like, maybe one or two of us might be able to go, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to have all four of us out there. Yeah, Jeremy says, I feel you. I have a daughter. Prophetically, I don't believe we have 2 years. The Antichrist will be here soon. Yeah, says we all do that. Yeah, I appreciate those, sis. You talking about the prayers? I appreciate the prayers, sis. I appreciate the prayers. But yeah, it's hold on, let me see something. All right, cool. It's still on. It's still on. I thought it was off. Hold on, let me put this mic back on. Put this mic back on. 'Cause I thought it turned off. I looked at the little receiver thing, and it was blue. Thought it was supposed to be green. But yeah, come on out, man. Come on out one year. Tomorrow will be the last day, and I don't know. I might try to do maybe a quick stream. Maybe a quick stream tomorrow. Um, but yeah, tomorrow's the last day. I'll be back Sunday. I'll be back home Sunday. All right, my bad. Played myself. Um, I ended up pressing the back button, kicked myself out. But no, tomorrow I am going to be headed back home, and not tomorrow, Sunday. Sunday I'll be headed back home, and we'll be hitting the road. So yeah, thank you guys for the traveling mercies. Thank you guys for the the prayers for the traveling mercies. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for that. But yeah, but like I said, man, let's get back to some of these resources. So yeah, this is where y'all super chats go. Let me see if there's anything that I picked up from here. I don't know. But I don't know. Somebody super chat is gonna buy this. One of y'all super chats that y'all gave me last month that I just got a couple of days ago. I don't know. I think I might have to get this. Actually, Joel Beakey. All right, so Joel Beakey, he spoke yesterday. Excellent sermon, and it's actually on the website. I'm sorry, the YouTube channel of the Church and Family Life. All right, so let me see what else we got. This is the whole G3 table over here, and now I bought this book. last year. I read that. I know that's gonna be some beef for some people. but I bought that last year. Really good book. I don't agree with everything in it. There's some things that I didn't agree with secessionism. What else? They have oh, here we go. So now I got this last year. So this is what I got last year. So yeah, this is the whole G3, the whole G3 booth. So yeah, man. I try not to spend my money on too much foolishness, too much coonery and buffoonery. But sometimes I do put that money back into some books. Oh, let me show y'all what we bought yesterday for the kids, like for the young ones. So bought this, bought these two books here. Uh, Says he wish he had time to read. Man, you know what? I be feeling like that sometimes too. It's a couple of books that I really really need to get into. But yeah, we bought this one. Let me see. Well, it's called God's Bible Timeline, the Big Book of Biblical History. And then we bought this one too. $15. Spent $30 on both of them. You know, and especially when we're doing like family devotion and all of that stuff. It really comes in handy. Excuse me. So, and then these are our good friends right here, the Ackersons. Her and her husband Steve, Mrs. Ling Xing. Look, they give away free books. So, what they do is that they kind of, now these are free. They're giving us away for free. To kind of help spread the gospel in Chinese. And you'll be surprised, man. You do end up finding some. You do end up seeing some people from all different types of walks here. I have seen quite a few Asian people here, and it's really diverse. It's a lot more diverse than what you think. A lot more diverse. A lot of people think that it's just only one group of people there, but you go to walking around, you be like, oh snap, you be like, wait, this is way more diverse than uh than what we thought. Now, Lagos was out here last year, um, and I don't know if they're out here this year. I don't know if the Lagos people are here this year, but they were giving out great discounts here for people who wanted to upgrade their software and all of that stuff. So, it's all types of stuff. Homeschool curriculums for those who are homeschooling, looking to homeschool, and you're just like, man, how do I start? Where do I go? How do I get curriculums and all of that stuff? You know, so a lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. All right, so since there's a lot of people there, yeah, it is. And this ain't even, listen, this is not even all of the people. There was way more people in here earlier. Like when everyone comes and we're here to we get ready to do like worshiping and listening to the speaker speak and all of that stuff. I mean, it's packed. All of this, you can't even walk through here. You can't even walk through these hallways because there's so many people. So, I'm gonna head back outside where it's a little quieter. So yeah, man, it's pretty nice conference, pretty great conference. She says she has panic attacks and can't be around a lot of people. And listen, man, I don't know. I think that I don't think it's really that bad for me, but I'm one of those people that I am a loner. Like, I mean, I can sit in my hotel room all day and I can be good. So, but I think that it'll be a different atmosphere. I think it'll be a different atmosphere because you'll be around like-minded believers. So it's not like you're around a bunch of secularists, a lot of people who believe majority of what you believe. So I think it'll be a different atmosphere. Like me, I'm not a people person, and I know people see me on, they see me on camera and stuff, and they think that, And I'm just like this outgoing person. I'm really not. Like in person, if I'm in like large crowds and stuff, I go find me a corner and I post up. And my wife, when we first met, she used to hate that about me. She was like, "How come every time we go somewhere, you always like to go find the darkest corner and just sit in the corner? You know, everybody out here socializing and talking." I'm just like, I'm just not one of those people. You know, I'm like, and I told her earlier when we first started dating, I was like, listen, don't take me to no parties. I was like, because if you take me to a party, this is gonna happen every single time. All right. I don't care who's there. You know, that's what's gonna happen every single time. I'm not a social person, you know. Robert says, he says, I got a great new book. It's called Basic Biblical Hermeneutics. I think that is the title. I just finished it. I would definitely recommend. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, recommend us that book. Let me see. Brian says, blessing apostle. Well, listen, I don't think I'm an apostle. All right. Now I might be a prophet. All right, because I do be saying stuff that be coming to pass. So you might have to call me prophet Alton, but I don't know if I'm an apostle yet. I'm just joking because somebody will clip that and say, oh, you know, Alton, he started to go to the dark side. He started to become charismatic now. So yeah, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to see you guys out here one day. You know, actually, there was a lady. I don't see her this year, but she actually recognized me from YouTube. You know, she recognized me from YouTube, and she was like, she was like, "Are you Alton?" I was like, "Yeah," because you know I'm looking at her. I'm like, I don't know her because I done had a couple of people recognize me, and then I'll be like, "Hey, are you Alton?" And I'll be looking at them like, "Sauls." I'm like, "Oh, who is this? You know, who is that?" Because you know the most skeletons, you want to make sure that the most skeletons ain't popping back up. Yeah, you know, you remember this girl? That's actually my mom, and she told me about you. I'm like, So you know, I got to do my little checks and balances. And I said, well, how do you know me? She was like, yeah, you know, I watch your YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to you. I was like, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I was about to speak a tongue. I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know. Not now. The one tongue that I do know is Tamayela Bota. Well, actually, I know two. I know Tamayela Bota and Should Have Bought a Honda. Those are two. Those are two that I know, but I haven't fully interpreted yet. So that's why you know I don't speak in tongues too much. Tamayela Bota. Jake Boo says people are like cats. They sense you would rather be alone, and they are all over you. It's a thing. Yeah, for real. Because it's crazy that you mentioned that because people do. It's like I could be somewhere and I could be in a corner, and it just seems like that somebody, and sometimes it's more than one person, that they just show up and they just walk all the way over there to where I'm at. Hey man, how you doing? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I guess you didn't get the memo. You know, I'm over here, I'm chilling. I ain't trying to be around anyone. But you know, it's like people sense that. Peter is a Peter Piper Pico Piper. Oh, well, actually, you forgot to mention Popoff, Peter Popoff. All right, so listen. Let me see. The first time I heard about Peter Popoff, because like I said, I grew up secular. I didn't grow up into the church and charismatic and all of that. So one night, my wife and I, we had just got into South Florida, and we had just got off the road, and we were back at, I think it was at my mom's place, and she just had a TV playing, so it's like in the middle of the night, and they always got like those weird infomercials that you don't usually see during the day. And Peter Popoff had, so Peter Popoff was on this commercial, and yep, and look, she know what I'm talking about. She know exactly where I'm about to go with this. So yeah, so he gets on there, and he's talking about, he's like, we got this water that came from Jerusalem. I don't know if he said it was from the Dead Sea or something. It was from somewhere in Jerusalem. It was like, this is holy water. Like right now, if you give us your information, you give us your number and your email and all of this stuff here, we're gonna send it to you and free of charge. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure You know, once he send that water, he probably gonna have an envelope attached to it saying, "Go ahead and sow that seed." So, you know, and my wife, she's just like Peter Popoff, because the slang term for pop off is people setting it off. So, you know, we'll pop off of you in a minute. So then she goes speaking to her. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, my signal just started going in and out. Yeah. So yeah, so my wife, she was she was like, his name is Popoff, Peter Popoff. I don't know, sis. He might be. He might be. You ever seen Blade? Definitely got to be. Definitely got to be a vampire. You guys ready? Okay, where's the girls? You said what now? You said, oh, okay. What's up to you? I'm doing a quick live. Doing a quick live. All right. So yeah, Sheila said that she saw the vamp. She saw Blade. You don't want to get in on this? No, you ain't got to get in on this. I could be solo dolo. I won't put you on camera. I ain't did my hair. I ain't did this. I ain't did that. You know. So yeah. Now, what I showed y'all earlier, that's just the sanctuary part where we go, we listen to the speakers, and we, sing hymns, and they got all of the resources. That's just a piece. There's like other rooms and other parts where they're doing where the whole like different meetings and all of that, and then they got places. They got like a game room for the kids, and yeah, no, I did. I showed them that, and then like tomorrow, my little one, she is going to be partaking in the choir. All right, so it's kind of like a crash course to get all of the kids in on Thursday. Because as soon as we got here, we took her to the choir practice thing, and she's been, they've been teaching her like the basics of singing. So Saturday, tomorrow, that they are going to perform in that. So I'm gonna see if I can take a video. I don't know if I'm gonna go live, but I'll take a video of it and maybe share that with you guys. She says, "All right, cool." Sheila says, "Is this a church?" Oh, this is the wifey. This is the wifey.
Hello, God bless. Is it a church?
She's not white. All right, so she ain't white.
You don't have to say that every time.
Yeah. No, because there's some people that still they don't believe. They don't believe. I gotta make them to believers. Yeah. Is so. Excuse me. This isn't a church. Well,
This is a recreation.
yeah. This is more like this is more like a conference center. Now the church itself of the pastor who I showed earlier, I think is somewhere else. I think his church is somewhere else. What happened? Oh, it's a little spider. We'll get it.
I didn't get it.
Oh man. Ah, man. What you doing? Why you running? That's all you had to do. Just go ahead and flick the spider. Go ahead and flick the spider. Hey, and it's little fangs. It's probably not even big enough to even puncture anything. Yeah, you're scared harder than his fangs. Joe Gonzalez says, God, Mrs. Hi, Mrs. Alton, God bless.
God bless you.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You'll be all right. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna be pretty busy. Well, okay. So I might do a tour tomorrow of like the other places. Once it'll probably be like in the afternoon because.
Breakout sessions tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they do have like breakout sessions and all of that, but this place is pretty big, and not only that, they got hotels here. Well, it's coupled with the hotel, so you can actually stay on the campus. You don't even have to go anywhere. Now, me, since I travel a lot for work, I rack up a lot of points with like Hilton and IHG. So I'll just go ahead and take my points and I'll apply it to IHG hotel that's kind of like 10 miles away. So we just go down there and we stay there whenever we're, whenever we're here because it's free. So, but I think that depending on how many people you're bringing and depending on the size of the room determines how, look at, I know there ain't nobody but Courage
Mm-hmm.
putting this thing all on, clipping it. I see him just clipping it on people's clothes and stuff. That kid. Jay Blue says 2 or more meeting in the business of Jesus. It's a church. Well, no, Sheila was asking, like, is this a church where people will come like every Sunday? So, no, this isn't it. This isn't a church where people come together and they're fellowshipping and they're worshiping every Sunday. Yeah, so this building is not a church. It's more like a place where they have a lot of conferences and stuff. So I did. Yeah, I showed them where where their super chats and their with their support and their members patronage goes to. So, it does go to a lot of these resources. It does. I ain't lying. He ain't lying. You say what? Well, like people send me like super chats sometimes. Sometimes, they'll send me super chats, but not all the time. And since they don't send it to me all the time, I just gotta ask a question. Will a man rob God? That's all I gotta say.
Oh my goodness.
Will a man
All
rob
right,
God?
it's time to turn it off.
No, will a man look at it, y'all. Babe, will a man rob God? That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying. Look at that. Look at that. That's not my hand. Look at that. Abuse. Got it on camera right there. Man. I mean, listen, y'all got any more questions? Dang, I've been on here 42 minutes. Doesn't seem like it. Don't seem like it. If y'all got any more questions, go ahead and let me know. But I'm about to get off of this.
Yes, honey.
Oh, it's time to go. Are they back in there, or did they? No, I'm saying like, are they on the other side?
They're just running around.
All right. Well, yeah. Go get them. Well, I'll head back to the car. I'll just head back to the car and I'll meet y'all there. See, I wish I had like a wheelchair or like one of them hover rounds, so I don't have to do all of this walking. I could just get on the little it's like a little cart like says blessings to the family. Yes, sir. Man, Big Nate, man, you've been supporting the channel for a minute, man. Thank you, sir. I know we have our disagreements, man, but yeah, you still come back, just like a lot of y'all, and I really appreciate you guys, coming by and continuing to support the channel. Let me see if I can show y'all this big parking lot. There's some people, might be too dark. I ain't really got I don't have like the best camera. Oh, okay, there we go. Got to look or something. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all what we riding in, what that Jesuit money be doing, you know. Yeah, he says, Jake Blue says, okay, thanks for the reach out. God bless you, you and yours. Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you guys. And if y'all don't do anything else, the prayers is the things that are the most needed and the most helpful, because I do need that. So, but yeah, you can see, man, this is it's a pretty big. You can't really see it because it's so dark, but this is a pretty big place. All right, that's where we were just at. And then they got like a building over there. They got like some hotels in the back. So yeah, man, it's big. And you can tell when you out here. You can tell when you're at a family conference because look at all of the vans. You know what I'm saying? You got the vans. Somebody got an RV. There's a couple of people out here with the RVs. See nothing but multi-passenger vehicles. And listen, man, it was so many people. I had to park all the way out here. See, they got the RV back there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Well, got the RV back there. You know, look at that bunch of vans. Hold on. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, see, I'm parked all the way out here. All the way out here in the back. But yeah, this is what we had to ride. This is what we had to come up here in. You know, it's that Jesuit money, that Roman Catholic Jesuit money right here. You know, that Dodge Durango. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and drive to the front. I'm gonna put my stuff in the back. Put this stuff back here in the back. Got that Florida tag on there. All right. So yeah, if you guys ever decide that y'all want to come to a conference or want to have a great conference to bring your family to, go ahead and check this conference out. Church and Family Life in North Carolina. Big Nate's almost like I got the pop off water in the back. I don't know, man. If I had that pop off water, man, I don't know what will be happening right now. I'll be speaking in a lot of tongues. I'm speaking a lot of tongues. Right. But yeah, whenever we get ready to, come on out here, since we're gonna be out here for like a few days, we always do get like a pack or two of water. All right. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see some. Maybe I can do like a quick drive. My Wi-Fi. Oh, there they go. All right. So the family is here. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the live stream, y'all. And listen, I appreciate you guys, all the support that y'all give. And listen, I will see you guys next time. I gotta put myself back on the camera for this. So, do a proper outro. But listen, thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate the support. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I will see you guys next time, Lord willing. Peace.